Listen, Carmelo Anthony's guilty, okay? His trial starts June the 1st of 2026 of this year. If you don't know who I'm talking about, I don't know what I'm saying, go back to, I think, June 25, something like that, or 24, about a stabbing happened. And everything. And you know what I'm talking about. And there some people ain't gonna know what I'm talking about, because nobody don't talk about. Anyway, Carmelo Anthony killed Austin Metcalf over some bullshit. Okay, my point right there. And everything like that. So yeah, it was racist what Carmelo Anthony did. Okay, I know people say, "Oh, that's not right." No, it was racist. Okay, all right, guys, this makes no sense. I know, because when the guy got stabbed, the whole black community was out in the streets dancing, celebrating, all that kind of BS shit. I know, and it was pretty racist right here, right? It just since what I gotta say, it was racist in my book. Because the family was getting money like they were the victims. Carmelo Anthony's family was getting millions and millions of money and still didn't have money set for a good ass lawyer or money for the books when the kid gets locked up. It's buying on cars, all kinds of bullshit and everything. And they didn't really thought about it, and it proved evidence is proving that yeah, your son's guilty. Yeah, he's going to go to jail. Well, it's like you might not make it in jail. Because you have two racist gangs that want to kill him. Vice Lords and Red Brotherhood. And the Brotherhood. Shit. Now as you command anything, I better think about doing all the options you got. Not really, but face your comes like a man. Or get rid of yourself like a little bitch. But let's get to this, shall we?
Moves around so much, but they caught him, of all places, at a comedy nightclub. So before we even get into it, because there's a few things, I have a few snippets, I have a few pictures of the man, the myth, the legend during the exact moment he was served. I want to show you the person who's sending these things out and what they had to say, Miss Sarah Fields, okay? Because this was the reporter that's been covering this story from the beginning. She's been doing her due diligence from the beginning, and ever since then, they've been on her ass. And I want to show you a few things, right? Specifically, the lies that Charleston White was saying and how he really switched up. But without further ado, let's run the intro and let's see what Sarah Fields had to say. So Sarah Fields had posted and she said, breaking. Charleston White was just served while walking out of Zany's Nashville Comedy Club, where he just completed his comedy show. He accepted the lawsuit documents while wearing a silly, sparkly suit that could be seen from space. So that got me wondering. I was like, let's verify Miss Sarah Fields, because we always be taking the documents that she posted, but this is the one thing, in real life that we can't really confirm for sure. You know what I'm saying? But she said one thing. He was wearing a sparkly suit. Now, we all know that getting into these nightclubs, not nightclubs, these comedy clubs and shit, it's probably kind of hard to get pictures during, because they don't want phones out. They want the content to stay fresh. But pictures did surface. Let's move forward. So this is a little smooth outside view out in Nashville. You know what I'm saying? A cool little comedy club. It looks nice. It looks pretty cool. And apparently, a lot of comedians will come here and perform. Now, Charleston White, I feel like he says a lot of funny shit sometimes, but it's not really for the setting of an actual comedy club. So, how he got invited to, I don't know if it's Zanny's or Zany's, but either way, how he got invited here is kind of beyond me. You know what I mean? You have some of the greats plastered on the wall right here. We got Lopez, we got I forgot his name. Fuck, what's his name? He's from Friday. He's from so many other movies. I forgot his name. We got a lot of greats out here posted on the wall. I don't know how. Oh wait, they got people. They have people even at the back. Check this out. Oh wow, is that Eddie or Charlie, or neither? Sometimes paintings throw me. Is that Corey? But you guys get the gist, right? Really popular nightclub, etc., etc. Charleston White was set to perform there. So I did a little bit more digging and I was able to find what they had posted. Okay, ages 18 and up, Charleston White, Sunday, January 18th. Doors open 5 p.m., shows at 6. So I'm pretty sure the server, that whoever was sent to do this, I'm pretty sure they timed this out perfectly. They knew his slot and they just waited for him to complete it, right? It says VIP tickets include priority seating only, seating closest to the stage. But that was pretty much it. So I was like, let me see if I could actually find his suit. And boy, did we find it. This is another posting that Zany's put on Instagram, just hyping it up. January 18th, come out, see Charleston White. And that's Charleston White's biggest problem, is because you'll always be able to find him, because the only way he can make money, unless he's going to some YouTuber studio, the only way he could make money is by doing these public events, and you have to blow him up. You have to shout him out, do promo, and that's what's going to get him every time. And somehow, by some means, I was able to find somebody's Facebook taking pictures with Charleston White. Okay, and I think that's 501 Unk or whatever in the middle there. But that's Charleston White in what was stated a flashy ass suit. Diamond from top to bottom. Over here looking like Neil Diamond and shit. The black crackhead version of Neil Diamond. And here's a few pictures. He's with fans and shit, taking pictures, all iced out. Watch iced out, suit iced out. Basically the biggest target. The server probably had no problems finding Charleston White. And I feel like that's fantastic. You have one job to do, is to pass that piece of paper over. Listen, there's no way you can miss him. But I wanted to move forward and show you guys the Charleston White switch up. Because whether a lot of people like to equate this bullshit to political parties and race and, oh, well, you believe that because you're this. When this story first popped out, everybody with a brain came to the same conclusion. Now again, Charleston White likes to say things that are anti the normal consensus, right? That's how he goes viral. So when this thing first came out, I feel like Charleston White's logical brain started moving, and he was like, no, Carmelo Anthony seems like, we haven't gone to trial, Carmelo Anthony seems like the guilty one in this case. That's how he started. Then he did a complete turnaround and started vouching for the family. So I want to show you this snippet real quick.
What about the Carmelo Anthony situation with the kid and the knife? I seen you speak on that.
He going to jail.
You were basically saying that.
So there's another kid that killed somebody at school due to bullying. They didn't find him with murder. They found him with like involuntary manslaughter and got like 10 or 12 years. He's going to get anywhere from that range. He's going to get anywhere from that range. It's two things. There's a police documented statement asking the police, can I plead self-defense? He took a weapon to a school event. There's no way you can justify that. There's no way you can justify that.
You take pepper spray just in case something happens. I can bring something just in case something happens.
Not to a school event. I cannot bring pepper spray through security at the TSA. I cannot bring a gun to a bar where they sells alcohol. It's the 50-50 law rule. The school law states, school rules and regulations says you cannot have no weapons. Me, you, the kid, the parent, the coach, at any school event. You have to go through a metal detector. So now you can't have it at the school, you can't have it at the dance, you can't have it at the football game, You can't have it at another school district. You can't have it out of town at a school event. You can't have it at the debate thing. You can't have no weapons, homie. That's where he went wrong at.
So you're blaming him for not going to his parents. His parents should have went to the school.
He had a stay-at-home mama. He got a daddy at work. He got a stay-at-home mom. Stay-at-home mom supposed to be in everybody's business. Stay-at-home mom supposed to be in everybody's business. If this is such a good kid, make straight A to straight B. Because I got a nephew.
And he wasn't giving them the benefit of the doubt in certain places, but everybody said the same thing. It's like he brought the knife to school. Like, you're scared of the bully? So you brought a knife to defend yourself? That doesn't make sense. No, you get the kid moved. You tell your mom, you tell the principal, you do what you gotta do. Or you fight him. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, no shit. That's what Charleston White was saying.
Here's school bullies. Reality check. Score to show that Cole Anthony was a bully. Okay, Austin Metcalf, him and his brother were not bullies. They didn't get suspended from school all the time or skip school like he did all the time. Okay? So that I had to bring a knife to school for a bully. Fuck that, that's bullshit. Plus, Cole Anthony is supposed to be a gangster, a hard vice little rap gangster. Wasn't. Back to the video.
Then he went and did a complete turnaround on the same show, I might add, and says this shit. And this is where I feel like he starts to go after these people, including, of course, Sarah Fields, because she's the one dropping logic. Logic in people's ears. Logic. Not even logic, just documents. Documents. Read it for yourself. Let the content creators make videos. Read it on Twitter. You know? Logic. That's why he started attacking her.
Why do you think the media outlets ain't promoting to go see this video? You can go up to the school to see it. And if you go up to the school and see it, we all to see this kid will be found not guilty. But because it's in an all-white town in Crackerville, and they done made it about race, whoever Sarah Fields is, Sarah Fields, you a rotten motherfucker. And if I just had some time, I would put an army behind this family, but I ain't got time. It's supposed to be an army because Sarah Fields and the father and somebody who works for the court have been releasing Carmelo Anthony's family information to Sarah Fields. She's been putting it online, and the white folk been going, so they've been having to move. All those lies made up, homie, they can't even get the GoFundMe money.
And listen, you know, if they were that savvy and she had all these files and she was getting all up into the court records through the clerk and all these people, right? That video should have been leaked, huh, Charleston? You know, I'm still convinced that this man hasn't seen the video. He says he's seen it. A lot of people say they've seen it. But I don't even know if Charleston even saw that shit, bro. He's just bullshitting and pandering to get that dollar. He said it over and over and over. I'm only here for the money. And he pandered a little too hard to where he ran into somebody who was actually serious. Now, yeah, so think about it. You're getting sued. I'm talking about the family. Your biggest, strongest supporter is getting sued. And even the dumb, stupid bitch on TikTok is getting sued. Who's going to be there to support you when all that's over with? If Charleston has to spend a fourth of the amount of money he made talking bullshit about Sarah Fields, he's out of there. He's done with it. That's gonna ruin his investment. That's gonna X out all the time he spent slandering her in the first place. So we'll see how this lawsuit goes. I'm sure he's gonna jump on the internet. Maybe he won't, but I have a strong feeling he will. But we'll see what happens. But let's continue. This is where the defamation comes in, I believe.
So they can't even touch the go. So they just trying to smear campaign. But that's what the cracker do. Boy, I wish I can go back to when I was saying the type of shit. Boy, I wish they could have caught me 3 years ago when I was really on my let's go against the cracker shit. But homie, I wish I ain't got that spirit no more. So I'm saying,
okay, now he's just talking absolute fucking bullshit. There was another section where he really started telling lies about her being, a whore, this, that, and the other. All these things he was saying, Charleston White's known for saying outrageous shit. You gotta be careful who you say the outrageous shit about, especially if there's no level of truth to it. You could say the wildest shit that you want as long as it's true. You have some evidence. He's just making shit up as he goes along.
So let me stick to the case, to the facts, right? So Sarah has a lady who works for the Collin County courts who just lost her job, who released the indictment before anybody had it. So for whatever reason, Sarah is getting all this information and she's coming to misconstrue the information, and she's giving out misinformation and false information.
And see, this the thing. Everything she gave out was either signed. You could verify it if you really wanted to go that far and find the person who signed it. It was either released by a government official section of the internet. Like, everything she released had a paper trail to back it up. So this is where the flat out lying comes in. And if you're just a casual watcher, you might think Sarah Fields is the devil. So let's keep it going, though. He goes crazy on her right here.
Number one, the family has not touched the GoFundMe money. GoFundMe froze the money because the lawyers are trying to get the money. The lawyers are trying to get the money, not the family. It's the lawyers. The first group of people came through with civil rights lawyers trying to play for a civil rights lawsuit as if this was a police shooting. That's why they went with the race card. Biggest mistake they could have made. First mistake I told them they made, playing a race card. Now the white people was waiting for black people to play the race card. Now they're playing the race card in ways that we can't see. It's called racism. It's hidden in the fabrics. It's embedded in the fabrics of the design of America. So it's not blatant. You can't see it. It's hidden. Like somebody in Collin County courts who has a job to feed their family are releasing private information to a known, not a law enforcement, which is Sarah J. Field. That's the first mistake that's happening in this case. These are adults that's doing this. This was a children's problem, a children's issue. The adults have gotten in and made it hateful, ugly, and racist.
Well, I mean, when a kid kills another kid, the adults usually have to hop in and do something about it, Charleston. You want the kids to go to court too? Let's rally up all the kids at the school, put them in a building, and let's just let them handle it. Let's let them figure it out. That's what you'd prefer the kids do, huh? Like, sometimes this motherfucker just be talking to talk, bro. It doesn't even make sense.
And by the way, Sarah, we have your background as well. You said Dominique Alexander's a horrible person, and he is. And you once were too, Sarah. You used to smoke meth. You was a meth addict whore. So don't try to get cleaned up in the Republican Party and hide behind this conservative shield as if you once was a liberal whore, getting high, selling your for meth. So come on, Sarah. Don't play like you're just so high and mighty. Jeff, you're a woman beater. Used to beat your wife. The kids heard it. They saw it. You had anger issues, Jeff. Guess what? Your two big boys did too. They had very anger issues. And from what's been reported about Austin and his twin brother, they've been kicking ass since elementary. They've been bigger than most children. Not only that, they are trained experts in jiu-jitsu. Why isn't the media reporting this?
This motherfucker, and they're trained experts in jiu-jitsu. Yeah, I think he might be high. He been smoking a little bit too much of that gas. You know what I'm saying? Losing his goddamn mind on that balcony. Man, shit. Them bills they're gonna bite this month when a little bit of money comes out your pocket for lawyer fees, man, because he's gonna have to do something about this. You can't avoid it now. He has the paperwork. What are you gonna do? You're gonna have to spend some money on this. And I think that was the whole point. It's basically just a fuck you for defaming somebody. But all that being said, man, I do think that this was the worst. This was the worst move possible for the Carmelo Anthony family, because it always goes back to him, right? That's where this whole thing started from. Now his dad is getting sued alongside this fucking idiot. And Charleston White, there's a few months ago, you said you wanted to give, Drew Anthony a job, Carmelo Anthony's dad a job. Is he working for you? How's that going? because you might need to up his salary when he has all those bills he has to go fight, all them lawyer fees he's gonna have to fight. 2 times, one for his son and one for him. Shit is crazy, man. But you guys let me know what you think. We're gonna stay tuned. We're gonna